I got it, okay? Now we're on.
Hi!
And the screen just went black for a minute.
Oh, gosh.
Because I was talking about I wish I could be higher because it cuts off and cruise often. So when I sit...
Jump. Jump.
Stupid. Don't be stupid. Oh, gosh. Anyways, I got my little pointer over here.
Well, that's good.
And we first want to acknowledge what? We want to talk about
Well,
who our
what's it-
moderators are today.
I know. And, you know, Karen Carter is always prepared.
Lord, love her.
I know. She has got her Cruise Blues t-shirt and a hot cup of tea, and she is ready.
And we also have Gavin and Jamie.
And you know what?
And they're supposed to be in Sweden.
I know.
So
Aren't you guys in Sweden right now?
I just don't get it. But we want to welcome them, and we want to thank them for moderating today.
I know.
And remember, stamp out them trolls.
That's right. We love our moderators. We love them. We need them. We appreciate their hard work.
And we have a lot to get through today. So we're going to start by saying thank you for being first again, Tony Wilson.
Hi, Tony.
Now, I wonder if Tony's mom's with her today, right?
I don't know.
Doesn't Tony usually have her mom?
I don't
Is
know.
it Tony?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't know. I can't remember
Let's see who's here.
Well, I'm going to go over on this computer and scroll back because I can't see there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to start, okay? I'm going to say hi to Tony Wilson, Kelly Deneen. We've got, what is it, Vanna G. Sean Harrison. Karen Carter was next on the list here. Oopsie. And then I hit the wrong button. So,
wait.
Giancarlo.
Aren't you supposed to be the expert?
Giancarlo is here.
Ron Persad.
John Gorman.
Double L. Hi, Double L.
El Rondo.
Rondo's here, along with Chantel Coate.
Mary LaFontaine.
Mary LaFontaine.
Hi, Mary.
My baking buddy.
Is Mike around? Lynn Billadou.
Of course, Gavin.
Pamela Butler.
Yep. And who else is here? Oh, Nancy C.
Oh, Nancy.
Nancy C. You just
Why did you
jumped
do
up on the
that?
screen.
You jumped.
Nancy, settle down.
Settle down, Nancy. Calm down, Nancy.
Sylvain Forrest.
Cheryl Croft.
Adam Clark Gillespie.
Liz J.
Sherry Blair. Hi, Sherry.
Ziara Ramos.
Hi, Ziara.
Okay, so before we go any further,
I wanna say
we
hi.
did not get an email from you. You said we were supposed to be expecting an email.
Well, that was according to Angel.
According to Angel.
We didn't know that Angel. We were so
confused.
Do you see how we have not kind of gone back to the group cruise environment for next August when we don't realize that Ziara and Angel are together?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, Angel wants to get into the group cruise room, and you're like, I don't know, and it's like, duh.
Midwest Katie is here. Sabrina D. Thomas.
And Dawn Kirk.
Maureen Kirk.
Lori Beers.
Camille Castorino.
Oh, Joseph Mann.
Madeline Bow.
Oh, Naomi G.
Hi, Naomi.
Hi.
Brandy
Lambeth.
Lambeth.
Yes.
Hello, Brandy.
Marcus Ross.
Marcus Ross.
Oh, Tony Wilson says, Mom says hi.
Hi.
Mom. And Tom Blackburn. Did we say hi to Tom?
And Albert Lynch is here.
Casey and I say hello. Hello,
Hi,
Albert and Casey.
Hi, Albert.
And we hope you are doing well as usual.
I agree.
So, thank you all for coming.
You know, when you have it over here, I can't see,
I'm
honey.
sorry.
And you know, the note, maybe. So we have this thing we always do at our house. Everything is always maybe.
Like,
and that's how we say it.
Can we go get this? Can we go buy that? And we're like, maybe.
So maybe
it could go either way. It could be either a yes or a no.
Maybe for the next live stream, you can give me my own set of notes.
I was thinking of that today.
And then I can like have them like right here in front of me.
All right, but before we go on, I want to say hi to Joan Gillen. Hi, Joan.
Hey, Joan.
Okay. So we first want to talk about.
Well, first of all, Maureen Kirk, I just want to get there right now with Maureen, because Maureen said, let us know if you guys ever have a group cruise out of Boston. We have been thinking about that.
Yeah, we would definitely. Boston.
We would definitely do Boston.
New York, New Jersey,
Boston. We actually looked at, I believe it was the Carnival Pride.
We did.
Out of Boston, was something Carnival out of Boston. But do you know, Maureen, that Boston is not that far from New York?
Right.
And our next group cruise leaves from New York City.
Right.
New York City!
Ooh!
August 1st of 2021. Right. We feel like it's going to be a great time for cruisers if you're a first-time cruiser, or if you've just afraid of getting back into cruising. Right. Because, you know, we've gone around the block a few times on the cruise ships.
I know.
So you should check all that out. We have a permanent announcement in Cruise Chat, which we will show you this button here.
Ooh, buttons.
Buttons. Cruise Chat, and tell them about Cruise Chat, Frank. I know I'm going out of order, but
you are going out of order. I guess I have to stay on my toes.
Stay on your toes.
But it's hard to do. I'll stay on my wheels.
So we have Cruise Chat. We have a permanent announcement, and we also have a permanent announcement in Cruising with Wheels, where you can get the information for that.
Right.
But why don't you tell them about Cruise Chat?
Cruise Chat is a Facebook chat room. Just go to Facebook if you're on Facebook. Type in Cruise Chat. Click to join. I will see your wanting to get into the room. I will approve you. Make sure you read the rules of the room. And it is it's a chat room for cruising, not a Tom Cruise fan club room, but a chat room to discuss cruising. First-time cruisers, old-time cruisers, or people who have never cruised before but are interested. No judgments, no bullying. It's a safe space. All are welcome from every cruise line.
I also want to welcome Mary Ann
Piccarilli and Steve.
And I would like to wish Ladybug 77 a very happy birthday. So should we sing happy birthday?
Oh, hi.
Ready?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ladybug.
77.
Happy birthday to you.
I also want to say hi to Amber Rivera. Hello, Amber.
Yeah.
So, yeah, lots of people.
Cheers.
Cheers to you and splashing to me.
You better get a towel.
I know.
I'm
always like, God, if I had a nickel for every time I splashed myself, I would be a rich man.
Welcome to the room, Katrina C. Good to see you. So we are going to get right into the first thing that we had on our list today. We want to acknowledge a few pioneers that have passed away over the past
just recently.
Just recently.
And then, we want, if you haven't read about it, the NCL co-founder, Newt Closter, passed away at the age of 91. God bless.
Bless him.
I know. And just a few months ago in April, Royal Caribbean co-founder Arne Willemsen, he passed away at age of 90. There must be something going on in Norway because they were both from Oslo, Norway.
Well, the biggest loss that I feel for the United States right now is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. To the Ginsburg.
I know. God bless her.
God bless her. She was a pioneer in women's rights.
Yeah. She was a voice.
She helped us out.
She was a voice for the voiceless.
She was.
Big time. No matter which group you were in.
And she will be missed.
Yes.
Greatly. So we just wanted to acknowledge
some pioneers that we've lost and will be missed.
They'll be greatly missed.
Now we of course get into cruising. Before, say hi. Did we say hi to Midwest Katie?
Yes, we said hi to Midwest Katie. Oh, wait a minute. I am going to say what you say. Aren't you paying attention?
I kind of am not. I was looking at here, but I did notice Joe Fontanello in the room.
And Jan Riviera. I
Oh
don't
gosh, Jan Rivera. Yeah, because I said hi to Amber Rivera.
and Greg and Dobbs.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
See,
What?
it's all happening.
It's all
here
happening.
today.
We look down for a second, and everybody sneaks into the room.
Oh, Greg and Dobbs say, "Hey Kevin and Frank," or "Hey Frank and Kevin." Wow, it's 63 here in Long Island.
Yeah.
And we'll bet it's cooler where you are.
It is. We
Think
woke up.
cruising warm.
It's in the morning. It's been like 39, 38, 39.
38.
Yeah.
I think currently it's like 51 degrees out.
Oh.
It's really cold.
I'll take it.
I actually turned on the heat today.
I know. I'm getting
And
all
I
nervous.
am cheap.
I know.
So
I want to say hi to Richard Thievis. I hope I said your name right. Hi, new here. Welcome, Richard. Glad to have you, Myra and Clark. No, you did not, Myra. Don't get nervous. It's coming. And we want to thank Catherine Weiss because I see we just popped up on the screen for a super chat.
thank you for the super chat, super chat, super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. We love you. Thank you, Catherine. It's very generous.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oh, friend Stephanie Dayton. Hello, Stephanie. Yes, better late than never. Always welcome. Glad to have you. Miss you.
So speaking of Frank's pushes back, I
Segue
am
to
going
shameless plug.
to say that today is sponsored by the Frank Pushes Back t-shirt, available on Teespring through our Cruising with Wheels store. So you can go and check that out. If you do, there's a link in the description, and this is what the web page kind of looks like. So we will go right into Frank Pushes Back.
I am, of course, wearing my favorite, the purple Frank Pushes Back, that you see me in the videos.
And I am wearing my purple Travel Safe and Cruise Often shirt. But I have to say, I'm going to preface it because this is the first time we've done like a Frank Pushes Back live. And he does that segment. But I have to say that I also was irritated because I had to deal with this all week long at the shop.
I know.
It was the number one thing people were saying.
Right. Now, a few days ago, sitting in the kitchen, it was around dinner time. Mom and I were getting ready to get our dinner put together.
Was it maybe Thursday when I was at work?
Possibly. You weren't here, so I'm going to say you were working. And we were watching local news, Channel 13 WHAM. And of course,
Side note, my brother used to run that station.
He did. Your brother
He
Sean.
would not have let this happen.
No, he would not. But, the news comes across. Carnival Cruise Line, cancels cruises, more cruises into spring 2021. And so I'm like, oh my God. So, of course, I'm like sitting there going, okay, because, we have a cruise in February. So I'm waiting, right? And I'm like, okay, and then they go, well.
Mass shooting last night.
Last night's shooting, the police are still looking for it. And I'm going, wait a minute. What about Carnival Cruising canceling?
What's going on?
What's happening? So, of course, I Google, and I'm like, Carnival Cruise cancellations. Oh, my God, was I irritated. So here we go with a little bit of Frank Pushes Back. Now, come on. The cruises that were canceled were only for 4 ships.
Four stinking ships.
Right. It was the Carnival Magic out of Miami.
The Carnival Paradise.
Out of Tampa. The Valor out of New Orleans.
We've been on her.
And the Spirit out of Brisbane. And it was only because they decided to keep the ships in a continuous phase of remodeling during COVID downtime. And so if you listen to this, Channel 13 nonsense, you would have thought, oh my God, they're canceling cruises because of COVID.
And it wasn't just 13. It was 8, 10, and 31.
And it was all
the
this
local stations.
BS clickbait nonsense, panicking everybody that cruise lines, and you were probably thinking, well, I'm on a Royal Caribbean. Are they going to cancel next? Well, I'm on this cruise line. Are they going to cancel next? What's happening? Because, one always follows the other. It was nothing more than 4 ships because of remodeling. Shame on you. And every news channel that clickbaited that's just wrong. And it really pisses me off. So there you go.
Well, in the meantime, you did not tell me this
I
information.
know, I didn't know.
So the next day, I go into work, and I'm doing hair, and la 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 la, isn't life great? And every customer is going, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that your cruise was canceled. I go, what? What are you talking about?
Say what?
Say what? So I had to correct everybody all week long.
Yeah, going, no, it's only a couple of ships for remodels. They're taking advantage of the downtime.
Right.
It's not everything. Stop. Shame on everybody who spewed that nonsense out. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
This is where I sit back and say, you know, the media is always part of the problem. You know, media likes to go, oh, we're reporting the news and honest and what. Yeah, well, you know what? Report all the news. Report the entire story, not just the part.
I didn't even show my picture.
Not just the part that gets attention and upsets people. Well, you know, yeah. So anyways, I want to say hi to Kathy D, because Kathy D just popped in here. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Welcome.
You can move this over, thank you.
Okay, yeah, now he's throwing now he's just tossing my notes. So anyways.
What was that guy that used to read? Oh, no, it was on Little Orphan Annie.
Oh,
it was on Little Orphan Annie, and he's reading, and he's going, drop page. And then he's blah, blah, blah. Did I just do a commercial? Do you remember that?
Oh, my gosh. So anyways. Yeah,
so anyways.
It was irritating. I wanted to slap the crap out of him.
Yeah. Now, the next piece of business that we have to discuss is about the CDC.
Or as we say in Italy, a business.
A business. Now we have to talk about the cruise business. And it has to do with the CDC. And the CDC is requesting input from the public on how cruise lines should restart cruising.
Right.
And the deadline was, or is, September 21st.
Right.
Do you know what's significant about that?
No.
Sorry, I'm just random. You don't know, but that was my parents' anniversary and my grandmother's birthday.
Oh, wow. Did the CDC know that?
The CDC must have known that.
Wow.
And it says see memo. So you better see the memo on that.
What memo?
I don't know. It says
no.
see
Well,
memo.
I just wanted to say that,
So-
yeah, the CDC's announcement said that this information may be used to inform future public health guidance and preventative measures related to travel on cruise ships. So the CDC is reaching out to the public, wanting to know the public feeling on how are you going to feel safe going back when we restart cruising. And so a lot of comments, but apparently there were a lot of negative comments. And a lot, so much so that the president and CEO of Royal Caribbean International, Michael Bailey, came out publicly and said, listen, the comment section is getting inundated by negative anti-cruising comments, we think, from a specific group. And he was checking where the group, he somehow found out that a lot of people were from the environmentalist group called Stand Earth. And so he encourages the cruising community to please to try to get in there with your comments and love of cruising and how you want to go forth and kind of counteract the negativity of the anti-cruisers. Now,
Right.
And so for people like us that we love cruising.
Right. And we believe that the cruise line should be environmentally responsible.
Absolutely, and a lot of the cruise lines
thoroughly believe in global warming,
and climate change.
and
We
all
are
that.
we are there for the environment, and no matter whether you are a cruise line or whether you are some other industry on land, at sea, in the air, whatever it is you do, what you do should be environmentally safe and protective. That's what I want to say. So. Yeah, the organization Stand Earth, all about the environment, and if you know, and again, we're not pro Stand Earth, and we're not against Stand Earth, but we just wanted to give you a bit of information as to kind of what happened, because it went along with the CDC and gathering information, and we know there are anti-cruisers out there, just like there's anti-everything.
Right.
It doesn't matter what the thing is. There's always an anti-group. Always a pro and always a con to everything in this world. So, you know, we wanted to put both sides out there. Yes, we love cruising. Yes, we all want to get back. But it should be done safely and environmentally friendly.
Right.
So if you want to go and check out their site, feel free. We're just here to give information. But yeah, and he said that they were specifically putting out specific talking points for every one of their members to go on the CDC site and to list out everything from pollution, fuel, COVID, people dying on cruise ships. I mean, anything they could think of. And it was I'm sure everybody got the facts. I say what happens in Washington, whatever political party, they get their facts from their committee headquarters. And every time you see somebody on TV, it's the exact same wording, talking points. So I'm sure they all got it, and they all went in with the same hit 'em and hit 'em hard attitude.
Now I see that
anti-cruising. Can you believe it?
I see that Double L asked, where'd it go? Double L right there asked, do they take care of the disabled cause she just got put on oxygen? And I don't know if she's referring to the Earth because we were talking and I really wasn't watching the chat, the Earth people, but no.
Earth people. The Earth people.
What is it, Planet Earth?
No, it's Stand Earth.
Stand Earth. So,
but no, if you need your own wheelchair, you can bring your own or order it through certain sites that supply, like Scoot Around, Special Needs at Sea, Lexington Medical Supplies.
You always need to check with your cruise line to ensure you are renting from an approved supplier.
That's right, because certain cruise lines only deal with certain companies. So always ask that question. If you do need oxygen, you need to bring your own oxygen. Or again, these companies...
It has to be supplied by a supplier. You cannot.
You can't bring your own canister?
I do not believe. It depends on the cruise line.
Because if you travel with it, you're going to travel with it to the cruise terminal. You're going to have it with you.
But it's a small thing.
Yeah, it's
small
a
little travel thing.
Yeah. So that, and then additional for the week that you're on your cruise, you can get it from those companies that we listed. So that's the answer to that. Did we say hi to Margot Arlington?
Hey, Margot.
Yeah, and Valerie Clausen and Carol Dooley.
And Keith Child.
What? Wow.
Child.
Lordy, lordy.
Cooley Dooley. It's Carol Dooley.
Carol Dooley. What are you?
It comes out of my mouth, Cooley Dooley.
Yeah, well, a lot of things come out of your mouth.
I'm going to start calling you Cooley Dooley.
That's
I think that's cool.
So anyway, so that's what the whole thing with the CDC. We're all monitoring what's happening. People still keep asking, will we be cruising in November and December of this year?
Well, first, let's go. I'm scrolling back, and there's a couple of questions. So
let's go back
we'll
and
go back and get the questions and address them. Lynn Billadu said, I'm normally with you about waiting to turn on the heat, but 2020 sucks enough already.
Right.
Turn on the heat. Thank you for being with me on that. Where was that question I saw about Carnival? Okay, Catherine Weiss, how can I be notified when cruising gets up and going? Your next group cruise? Live in Victoria, BC, can hardly wait. So you just have to do what we are doing, which is continuing to monitor the situation via the internet, news, and if you have a particular cruise line that you want to go with, a lot of times they have I think it's called an RSS feed or some kind of feed, where, or you could check their Instagrams, their Twitters, their Snapchats.
Keep in mind that the CDC still has a no sail order out.
They're getting a lot of pushback from the cruise lines at this point.
If cruise lines want to get going, and again, they're going through this kind to field issues from the public, and everybody's got to get together on what's going to happen and how they're going to get back to cruising. But we're now today is September 20th. In less than 2 weeks, we are going to be in October. That just leaves October, November, December. I really don't know how fast everybody can coordinate with with the CDC, all the cruise lines, and the fact that as of like but as of right now, we have 27 states that are exploding in COVID again.
Yeah.
So here we go again. On the news officially, they're saying Europe is in its second wave of the virus, as Spain was reporting 100,000 cases a day. Now here in the United States, we were about 30 to 40,000 a day. Can you imagine 100,000 a day? A third of those coming out of Madrid.
Right.
France is exploding in the UK. Guys, Gavin, Jamie, in the UK, I saw that things weren't looking good. I saw Boris Johnson. He didn't look well at all. He did not look good. So
we have to say thank you for the super chat, super chat, super chat. Thank you for the super chat. We love you.
Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
Wise.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You just don't know when we're going to start singing.
I know, but I also
scary thought.
noticed that when you were talking that two good friends are here.
Cha-chaing?
Diane and Peter.
Oh, are they here again?
And Diane and Peter would like to know when we're coming to Miami to cruise. Maybe they want to get together.
Oh, wow.
And that's what we're discussing right now.
Yeah.
Which is we are not sure if we are going to cancel.
We're not sure whether we're going to cancel February's Carnival Mardi Gras.
Happen.
I know, because again, the longer we get, we're going to go into October. We need to know what the criteria is for cruising.
And I feel like with Mom here, I don't want to spend out money and then have to wait to get it back.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like if we're not going to be going on the cruise, I don't want to have to hold on and wait for my money.
I know. But these are the points, and I listed all the topics of discussion between the two of us.
That we're going to be having deep discussion.
And we're going to live it. But this is what our thinking is. First of all, it depends on the COVID policies of the cruise lines. Will we need to be tested, let's say 7 days prior to cruising, and have to provide a proof of a negative test? And what if we can't get the proof of a test?
How about we go down one by one?
Well, that's what I'm doing.
And we'll talk about what our thoughts are. So it depends on the COVID policies. What are you willing to do? If, let's say, they say you can't get off the ship.
I think right now, well, that's down here. That's not even, I'm just talking about the policies from the get-go. Will we have to provide a negative COVID test prior to sailing, let's say within 7 days? Because that's kind of what I'm hearing from other organizations and companies, is that within 7 days, you have to prove you're negative. A lot of places across the country, you can go get your COVID test, but sometimes it takes 7 to 14 days to get results.
Well, I just read an article about a small company, cruise company, and I can't think of the name of it. They're in Europe. They're doing rapid tests. So in 20 minutes they know.
Yeah,
and they have everybody holding.
That seems to be in the United States. That seems to be for all
an issue.
That seems to be for, let's say, the politicians in Washington, the rich people, sports players, actors and actresses, and people with money.
Then another pushes back.
It's another pushes back because Joe Blow Schmo, all of us, are going to have to wait 7 to 14 days.
I know. I got it about
it's irritating.
5 to 7 days it took
for
me to get results back.
Yeah, so what if that's the requirement and we say, okay, we're going and we're going to get tested and we can't get the results and we can't go? That's an issue. Excursion policies that are similar to MSC, what MSC was doing, which is if you go on, if you want to leave the ship, you have to be on the cruise ship Excursion and stay within the bubble. You cannot get off willy-nilly. Well, we all know that wheelchair excursions are very limited.
Few and far between.
Few and far
Generally,
between.
There is one per cruise. Not per port.
Right.
Per cruise.
Right.
They're required by the like, it's not the AMA, but some organization, CLIA, I think, requires them to have one.
Right. And usually it's a 5-hour bus trip. Yeah. Okay, Frank ain't gonna be on no 5-hour bus trip. That is so not happening. 1.5 to 2 is max. Not gonna happen. And they're expensive. So now we're looking at additional costs because we like to get off the ship willy-nilly, do our thing, unless it's something specific like Alaska was.
Right.
You know? So that's an issue.
Well, and I wonder if they're trying to secretly, the cruise lines are trying to bolster
Excursion.
their income,
Yeah.
their influx of money. But I can see where it also protects.
Oh, you have to.
You have to do it this way.
We know for a fact on that MSC cruise, there was a family, a group of people who left the excursion bubble, went out on their own, came back, and were barred from the ship. They packed their crap up. You're not even getting on the ship. Here's your stuff. Bye-bye.
Well, I know, and for me, I think that if we were going to be on a ship, I would want it to be a transatlantic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If we were just going to be stuck on the ship.
Right. So then we ask ourselves the question,
but really, how horrible is
if
it?
we're not going to do any ports, are we willing to stay on the ship 100% of the time and just do nothing but film?
And lounge.
And lounge, but again, we're in an inside cabin. So it's not like we can be in port and be out on a balcony.
I know. That's the thing.
So that's the thing. Is it worth it? And we're taking a flight down to Florida, to Orlando. So New York to Florida, that's money. That's not Rochester to New York City, cheap flight. And it encompasses a hotel stay for the previous night. That's $250 easy. So that's an added expense. What if COVID explodes in Florida and we can't dock?
Or what if we fly in and it has exploded and they won't let us leave the hotel?
Right, and we can't get on the ship.
Because remember I told you about the customers that went to Jamaica
Right.
and they had an issue where they couldn't get out of, they wouldn't let them leave.
And another thing is because not only is it us, but remember,
I think they're still down there.
we have our dogs at the puppy sitters. That's like $350 a week. So there's extra money if Angelo and Lori have to watch the dogs. My mom is going to be at my sister's. Now she's stuck there. So what if everything is okay and we get to dock, but they say, oh, wait a minute, New York State says, you came from Florida. Sorry, Kevin, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks before you go back to work. That's 2 weeks worth of income we don't have. So, that's our final payment is December 4th.
Oh, I thought it was in November.
I thought it was, but I looked at the paperwork.
No, that's final payment, but we have to make a payment by November.
I know. I was looking at final payment.
Yeah.
Final payment is December 4th.
We got to pay them $500 by November.
So we have to decide. So, what do you guys think?
What would you do?
I mean, I just listed all the things that we're concerned about. If you were us, what do you think? Talk amongst yourselves.
So Valerie Clausen said, having to provide a negative COVID test makes me rather wait than cruise. I'd be willing to provide proof of vaccination, though.
Right. That's what we
and
said.
Sandra Homan said the ADA, as far as, you know, with the respect to providing one thing, but it's not excursion for handicap, but it's not the ADA because that's the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Remember, these ships are registered.
Are not American.
Right, they're registered in foreign countries, and they are not guided by the ADA.
The only cruise ship that has to follow ADA guidelines is the Pride of America from NCL, because they are registered in America, and that ship is registered in America, and that ship has American crew.
Right,
And have to be paid minimum wage.
The final bit of information, if I didn't say this already in prior videos, is that our cruise is February 27th to March 6th. So it's like right there in that final moment of February. So we've been saying all along, I don't expect to see cruising until 2021, but we're early in the year. We're like February, and I'm not sure whether they're going to have all the kinks worked out and whether there's going to be a lot of, you got to do this, you got to do that. And we even said, they're talking the middle of the year for a vaccine, which they say has to be done in 2 doses a month apart, that by August, our group cruise to Bermuda, we should be all safe. vaccines.
Right.
Everybody provides a certificate. You've been vaccinated. Everyone's good to go.
Frankly, we didn't plan it that way. It just happened to
It just
work out,
happened, right,
which is
right.
nice.
Hi, Lowell Polo.
Lola.
Lowell Polo. I hope I said it right. From the Lowell Polo channel.
Lowell.
Lowell? Okay, now you got to say which one of us is right.
I think it's Lowell.
Lowell?
Lowell Polo.
Like Noel? I want to know.
Yeah, like Lowell.
Type away.
Lowell. Oh, no, that's Noel. Noel. We have the PGA around.
Yeah, right. Do not change their name. He likes to change everyone's name. So anyway, so that's kind of where we are.
Oops.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, I just saw Adam Clark said I'd wait for Carnival to cancel it.
That ship will
The
not sail.
Will not sail. Kelly Deneen said my company made someone that brought their child to college quarantined for 2 weeks after arriving home. That's happening a lot with my clients.
Yeah.
And you know, with respect to my clients, I've had a few that have been in the hospital or been released from a nursing home after having a hip replacement, let's say, or knee replacement. And I do not allow them to come in. They have to quarantine.
Right.
They can't come into my shop for 2 weeks if they've been in the hospital.
Yeah. Now, our the ports
or out of New York.
The ports, really, there were 3 ports: San Juan, Puerto Rico, Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk Island, Turks and Caicos. And there were 3 sea days. So 3 ports, 3 sea days.
Oh, they changed it. They've changed it because this was not Puerto Plata.
Oh, okay. What was it?
Well, it was Dominican Republic,
Right.
but it was
was it
their
the port
private area.
Oh.
So that in itself, I mean, I'm going to double check it.
Okay.
Because did you pull this off the paperwork?
I did, the old paperwork, yeah.
So cruises.com might have it listed that way.
But it's I remember you talking something about a private island.
It's their private area of the Dominican
Okay.
where they actually dock. Because
Oh,
I was
okay.
going to say, if they're not going to dock, then there's no point of us even going.
I know, right.
Because we've already done I've done Dominican.
I didn't because I couldn't get off.
Well, I was getting there.
I know you were headed down that road.
So, anyways, good to see you. Hi, good to see you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I have a cruise on November 1st on NCL Bliss,
Bliss.
and apparently it's a go.
As of today,
I don't know about that.
They're
We'll
not.
see.
The official the cancellation is up until October 31st. On so far on cancellation. So
see, it depends. See, we need to relook at this because they've all changed their policies as to when you can cancel. So some I don't know if they're going to go back as far as when we booked this because we booked this a long time ago. But like right now, if we were to book something, we could cancel 48 hours before and get our money back.
Right. But this is an old reservation.
I know. So that's one of the things that I want to find out about.
Right.
So you should make a note of that.
Okay. Naomi G says, given your situation, I would cancel.
Lisa Y says, I think I would cancel.
Tom Y. Hi, Tom. I can't risk becoming stranded. We provide care for our elderly parents and have a relative stay the week. Exactly. We have my mom. We have the puppies.
Bella Explorer says, I love to cruise, but I think it's too soon. We in the United States is still not 100% open or back to work. And I really feel like the United States is backsliding.
We are. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. We cannot get this done here. And yet, Europe was horrible. They rallied back to an awesome position, and now Europe is exploding again with a second wave. It's like you can't get rid of this.
What's that, Dequa?
Where's Dequa?
D-A-Q.
I will say that. Sure.
Dequa?
Sure. I'm going to say that. Don't pay attention. I don't think cruising at the moment can provide the enjoyable experience we are using. Yeah, I know.
Do you know what we call a Dequa?
What?
It's so funny. That's why I'm saying a Dequa. I don't know if that's right or not. But we call when people want that really high arch on their brows.
On the brow?
We call it a décoif. Do you know why?
Why?
Drag queen arch.
Oh, jeez.
A décoif.
Yeah. Thank you for that little bit of trivia. But I agree with you. I think that for what we are all used to in cruising, when we all looked at that MSC, all those MSC videos, and everybody's on the ship, and everybody's got the mask, and everybody's away from everybody, and everybody's in this line, and these people are in that line, and tables and chairs have been taken out, and everything is distanced. That's not what we're used to. And I think for a lot of people, and I think we're going that way, that once a vaccine is approved and it's safe, and we know it's safe and we take it, everybody's going to be happy. I don't think anybody wants to be anywhere on a cruise ship in warm weather and hot weather wearing a mask.
But Morgan was just on. And I don't know if you got a chance to see any of that, but him and Sherry had a nice little interview about what it was like to cruise. He literally just went on the cruise. And he said, yes, you had to wear a mask when you're in a public area when you cannot social distance.
On a cruise ship, that's every kind of.
But he was on a cruise ship, a 6,000 passenger cruise ship with like 1,100 people. So, I mean, come on, you can really socially distance.
Yeah, that's all you got on.
And he wasn't in the mask all the time, and it's, they didn't get off the ship.
Right.
It was a cruise to nowhere.
Right.
But he knew going in that it was a cruise to nowhere.
Yeah. So if people want to do that, like we were saying, transatlantic, you get on in New York, you transatlantic, you end up at, let's say, in Southampton, UK. I mean, there you go.
It was the ship of dreams.
You don't worry about ports.
Now, Myra says that she has a cruise scheduled for January 23rd of 2021, and she said just pay in full. But I'm not willing to do that. I don't like people holding my money.
I know, and we've seen the horror stories of people waiting months and months and months and months trying to get their money back.
Trisha Murphy says cancel. They had to bring back all the employees. Yes. They have to be tested, and food needs to be ordered. I don't see any cruises happening anytime soon. It's sad.
Right, and speaking of that, good point, Trisha, because it was an article I read regarding the Philippines, where a lot of the crew comes from, and how can you go to the Philippines and bring all the crew out of that country when they're having COVID issues? And even on that MSC cruise, one of the cruise members did test positive.
Joan says, my husband and I have discussed the same thing and keep going back and forth on whether or not to go.
I know, it's awful.
You know, it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. You don't know what to do.
I know.
I mean, if anybody should know what to do, it's us.
We
can't decide.
Because the virus, as we said from day one, the virus will dictate what happens. There's no way around it. No person, politician, doctor, whatever. It's the virus.
Now, Krista Hall, she says that she has a cruise booked in April on Carnival. And would the cruise ship bump me to another cruise and put all the 2020 canceled cruise people on my cruise instead? And that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. All the cruise lines have promised that they're going to have a limited number of passengers on it. And I'm sure they're going to be moving people from canceled cruises onto, say, possibly your cruise, but only to the capacity that they have limited themselves to. I know many of the cruise lines have their lower decks are reserved for COVID. If there was an outbreak, they'll move people and such, which is nice.
They're prepared.
Some cruises are doing every other cabin. They're selling every other cabin.
Right. And again, our issue becomes the handicap issue is, is kind of in there where it's not, it doesn't affect, let's say, 90% of the rest of the cruisers, where that's something that we have to deal with. Now
good to see you said that NCL cruise will resume on November 1st. Well, that's what they say now.
Right.
They have been continually adjusting.
Right. We've seen it from August to September. Again, currently it's October 31st and November 1st is the go. But that changes as
In a
The virus changes.
blink of an eye.
Yes, absolutely.
Blink
Now,
of an
Jamie
eye.
B said this morning they were at Heathrow Airport and it was like a ghost town.
Yeah, you little son of a gun.
5 terminals, only 2 were open.
Sneaking away
I
to
know,
Sweden.
I know. Oh, gosh. Lori Beer said, I just paid my trip off for cruise January 8th of 2021 on the Sun, the NCL Sun.
Oh, let's hope you can go.
I know. Lowell Polo wants to know, when are we going to get new cooking videos from you too? Well, okay. So I'm going to make a confession, but I'm not going to do a video on it. I don't like to do videos where I haven't tested and made it before. But you know what I'm going to make this week? Are you ready?
What?
I am going to make a homemade Italian rum cake.
Oh, and wait a minute, because I just had a thought. Because, you know, quite a few of the recipes that you're doing are my recipes or my family's recipes that you've already done. Have we done a cheesecake recipe yet?
No, I have so many cheesecake recipes.
I do a cheesecake.
Okay.
So, because it's a lot for him to film,
Yeah,
right?
it is a
Even
lot.
with me helping, it's a lot to
Right.
produce these cooking videos. But maybe what we'll do is you'll do the rum cake, I'll do my cheesecake. Because we were just talking about cheesecake.
I have so many recipes for cheesecake. But
And how about I have a grandioso idea.
What?
I have an awesome idea.
Uh-oh.
How is this idea? Send us your recipes, your favorite recipes that you have, to cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com. You can also send your questions, and you can send your pictures to be featured as
Super
a
Cruiser.
Super Cruiser. But send us your favorite recipe, and we will promise that we are going to pick 1 or maybe 2,
Right.
or maybe 3, depends on how much we love. But if we feature your recipe, you'll get a Cruising with Wheels t-shirt.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Of your choice.
Oh wow.
So I'll even let them pick what they get.
Oh cool, that's nice.
And I'm still working on masks.
Yeah, right.
I've been working on those
Now,
masks.
my
They're
mom,
hard to
my
design.
mom and I love rum cake. And I'm not talking like if you go on and Google rum cake, you're pretty much gonna see a bundt cake soaked in rum. No, I'm talking Italian rum cake, which traditionally is, mine will be a 4-layer soaked in a rum, what's that, what I want to say, the rum, you brush on the rum, you know, the rum liquid. I'm going to say liquid, I can't think of the name. But then it's got the custard with the mini chocolate chips, and it's got the
Marinade, is that what you were trying to think?
no, it's marinade. I'm not making chicken. But anyways, I'm going to make that this week.
You're so excited you can't even think.
No, I can't. I
disgusting.
am. I love the recipe. It has in it everything that we expect. We normally would go out to a bakery here in Rochester called Grutadario's. They have the best and the only rum cake here in Rochester.
They're not here anymore.
They moved to California. Shame on you.
Guidadaria's. If anybody out there
California.
lives in California where Guidadaria's is, you need to go in. You need to try their pastries, their cookies, their cakes. They are phenomenal. And you need to tell them that your favorite YouTubers, Kevin and Frank from Rochester, New York,
Cruising with Wheels.
miss
Yes.
you so much.
Because every major event we would have in the family, we would buy a giant Italian rum cake. I mean,
and then we would get something special for me.
Kevin, because Kevin
I
does
don't like
not
rum
like rum cake
at all.
And as my mother and I would say, too bad.
I'll drink a rum drink.
There you go.
But
not a cake.
Not a cake.
So anyway, so I'm going to make that. And if it turns out as awesome as I think it's going to be, then I will do it again. Because who would not want me to make another rum cake?
Me.
And I will film it.
And I would be very happy if you filmed that for our subscribers.
Okay.
Because I think they would enjoy
Yes.
it. So if they send us our recipes, if they send us their recipes, we'll take a look and see. Because I know you love new recipes.
I do.
And we'll have to try them all.
Yes.
And Maybe we'll even tweak them.
So anyways, yeah, and then you
Because
get
he's always
I
tweaking
like to tweak
our recipes.
and then you get a free Cruising with Wheels T-shirt.
Right, if we feature your...
Yes, I know.
Your,
if we feature it on our channel.
Because I don't want to.
You
I
know,
don't want 250 emails.
No, you're only going to get the shirt if you see me on camera going, welcome to another episode of Frank's Cooking Corner, where I'm featuring a favorite recipe of so-and-so, and they have just won their Cruising with Wheels T-shirt.
Cat Lady just got here.
Oh, hey, Cat Lady.
Oh, maybe she didn't. I thought it said somebody, I just saw something that said, oh, I'm sorry, I just got here.
Vanessa.
But maybe I didn't.
Hi, Vanessa Wyndham. I didn't see you on the list earlier.
Hi, Vanessa. And Susie Junko.
Hi.
Hi.
Anyways, we're segueing to food, and we're trying to get to people's opinion on canceling or not canceling.
Rob, you most certainly can submit your favorite drink recipe. I would love that. And
Valerie Clausen.
Valerie Clausen wants you to spell Guadalajara's.
Oh, I think it's Gruttadarios.
Now use it in a sentence.
No,
Guadalajara's is the best.
No, I'm trying to
see the sign.
I am trying to see it, and I have to see it to be able to spell it.
It's T's.
Yeah.
It's not
Grutta.
D's.
Yeah, Grutta. We say Gruttadarios like it sounds like a D, but it's Gruttadarios.
And Joan wants to know what part of California, and I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not sure exactly what part they went to, although I know it's in wine country. That's the part of the article I remember. They partnered up with a winery.
How did you say you spelled that?
Grutt. The only one that doesn't.
Here it is.
Yeah, they partnered with in a vineyard in wine country.
And it was in 2019. So after 100, okay, I'm going to read you this article real quick. After 105 years in our area, Greece's Guidadaria, so Greece is a suburb of Rochester, New York. Greece's Guidadaria's bakery closes, and it will move to California.
Oh, I forgot to add a U to that.
Yes, so it's Gruttadaria''. So it says Guidadaria's bakery has served its last cannoli, rum cakes, and cucciolate, which is, how do you explain cucciolate?
I don't know.
You know cucciolate. You like it. Fig cookies.
Oh, the fig cookies. I kill for the fig cookies.
The family owned the business, closed its doors on January 8th. After 105 years in business, the ownership of the bakery is transferring to its fourth generation, which is moving the bakery to Temecula, California. Salvatore Guidadaria, an immigrant from Caltanissetta, Italy, started the business on J Street in 1914.
Now, J Street was right around the corner from where my grandparents, my Italian grandparents, lived here in Rochester. They lived on Verona Street, right around. In fact, they used to live on J Street before they moved.
The bakery spent 90 years there.
Yeah, before they went to Greece.
Before they went to Westridge in 2004. And you know, it was bittersweet for them when they closed.
Then those kids decided to leave.
It's Michael and Dominic Guidadaria, Mark's sons, are the ones that are opening in Temecula. Angora. So we do miss you greatly. So if you live in Temecula, check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Oh boy.
There we go.
I want to say hi.
Oh look, Valerie has the address. So thank you, Valerie. Valerie, the address for Guidadaria's Bakery in California is 27464 Commerce Center Drive, Suite A, Temecula, California 92590.
Yeah. Sandra Holman, hi.
So where were we?
And I want to see Felicia Farrar.
Wyatt Schuyler's here too.
And remember, Felicia, you're never too late.
We on the food talk again.
Sorry, Karen.
Jesus, I love you, Karen. Sorry.
Wyatt Sklar. Hello, Wyatt.
So Bella Explorers said that Kevin should make cocktails, and laughed. We have a video where I made
Yes.
cocktails. Did I not?
Yes, we did.
You'll just have to look for that.
Some I liked, some I didn't.
Kelly Deneen says she's with me. She doesn't like rum cake, and her vote is to make a cheesecake. See? Make my mile-high cheesecake.
Okay.
Wyatt Schuyler says you haven't what?
Sklar.
Sklar. Why do I say Schuyler?
Because you like to change everyone's name. I
was gonna say Skylar.
We might wake up in the morning and you might go, "Hey, Gary."
Who's Gary? That's a famous. Wasn't that a name of one of our vlogs? Who's Gary?
Yes.
Because I gave you your birthday card and you opened it up and said, "Oh, how nice! Who's Gary?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" You haven't seen you guys in forever. Hope you've been well, looking good. I don't know about you guys, but I miss my cruises. What do you mean you don't know about us?
Yeah.
You didn't miss us? No,
No.
just kidding.
We do miss it too. We're right there with you. Krista Hull says, I only have cash to put on my sale and sign card. I have $1,500 for spending for 3 of us. Does that mean they will keep the $600 and not give it back until after the cruise for security?
Well,
When you do cash on your card,
yeah.
how do you get it back?
You have to wait until the last day to get the cash
And don't you
back.
have to stand in line?
And you have to stand in line.
Customer service?
Right.
With 1,000 million
Can't
other
you
people?
do like, okay, so if she's got cash,
Yeah.
one of the things that she could do, one of the strategies, is get like a green dot card. Or
Load a card.
Yeah, you load like a prepaid Visa
Right.
card, and then you maybe give them that.
Right. That's.
But then again, I don't know if they'll take a prepaid
Right.
Visa.
There's so many.
There's so many minutiae.
Yeah, technicality issues. Felicia says, I was saying, I hope I am not here too late. First live show for me. Yay!
Yay!
We're glad you're here, Felicia. Yay! Let's see what else is happening now that everyone knows the address for Granadarios.
Ooh, they're 20 minutes away from Adam. Adam, if you
really?
like Italian pastry, you have to try them. Tell them that cruising, they will have no idea who we are.
Tell them to ship a free rum cake to this address.
Pastry, we love pastry.
Yes. Oh,
Well, I
God.
want something more than just a rum cake.
No, okay.
But anyways, Adam, seriously, they're awesome. Italian bakery.
Oh, wow, what's this? I see
Give me the finger.
I see recipes coming. Wyatt says, we love to make drinks from NCL. Oh, yeah, we love
lemon
cruise.
vodka, fresh lemon juice, simple syrup, and champagne.
Yeah, yeah, we love cruise line drinks.
That sounds
Nothing more
good.
than duplicating cruise drinks or cruise food. Brandy Lambeth, I live 20 minutes. There's another one, 20 minutes from Temecula.
Joan Gillen. Oh my God, I live right there. I will have to check it out
Oh
for
my
you
God.
guys. Definitely. If you go, tell them that we were talking about them and how
Yes.
wonderful it is. Maybe they'll send us
Right,
something.
and we gave a shout out to them. Shout out to Greta Darius. We missed you. Hometown boys,
God.
miss you.
I mean, what? 50? No, 60. How old are you now?
60.
62 years?
63.
63? 40? 40? I'll say 40.
Sure.
We have 100 years combined with Quinidarius.
I know. Linda Sobin, so great to see you both. I am recovering from COVID, but I feel terrific. God bless you. Glad you are well.
I Starlight
From the UK.
Hi.
Oh, we love our UK friends.
Rum cake versus cheesecake.
Rum cake.
Is that even a legitimate question? Cheesecake all day long. I have another one.
I love cheesecake. Oh, I could eat cheesecake all day long. My Frank's Cooking Corner cookbook has a section specifically for cheesecakes. Okay, because I have cake, but then I have one for cheesecakes, and I've got recipes, this thick of recipes.
So Lisa Weiss had said that, Cosmos with me.
Oh.
on the group cruise, and I believe she's asking if Cheryl Croft is with her. And you know what? Of course she is. You have to. You know what? That's what I should do. What do you think? Do you think I could come up with a Cosmo cheesecake?
Oh gosh, I don't know. That would be odd.
I don't know if it would be odd. It might work.
There's a test kitchen that needs to be opened
We gotta
up.
test this out.
Josh Butler, hi Frank and Kevin.
Hi Josh.
First live show. I'm finally catching live. Love the shirts. Love you guys. Hi Josh. We're glad you're here as well. Thanks for showing up.
Josh, you can get these shirts, you know.
That's right.
They're on Teespring. And the link is in the description of this video.
That's right.
Actually,
you can order.
I put some right underneath that is just a sampling. Right. There's 12 underneath on the shelf. I think they call it a shelf.
We have all different T-shirts and V-neck and tank tops and hooded sweatshirts and coffee mugs. And now, Bella Explore says, Italian cheesecake question. Would you say when they talk about, because this is what I want to know from you, when they say Italian cheesecake, would that be something that includes ricotta along with
cream cheese?
Thank you, because I just lost it here.
Well,
yeah,
you know,
ricotta with the cream cheese.
So when I was in Italy and I had the cheesecake, it wasn't my thing.
Because?
Because it's well, it depends. Well, you know, I have a great ricotta cake recipe.
Right.
That we'll do a cooking corner. It's real easy to do. But the cheesecake in Italy, I had 3 times when I was there. And one time it was a burrata. Do you remember the burrata?
Yes. But all the food in Italy
is different.
Is different than the food here. No,
they
call it the same thing. It's different.
I only liked one of them.
But traditionally here in America, when people say Italian cheesecake, it's with
like half ricotta, half cream cheese.
Right.
And it's a lighter, silkier.
Yeah.
But I think I would like to show you guys
the traditional
New York style cheesecake.
I know. Let's see. I'm going to see Stephanie Dayton says we need some Cruising with Wheels masks. Yes, he's working on it.
I'm working on it. They're really hard to design, to get the design with the...
Yeah, I read. Sandra Holman says, I love that Kevin says often and Frank says often, and you guys don't fight about it.
Because it is what it is.
Wait. Buttons.
Buttons. And he says buttons.
I say buttons.
And I say button.
Buttons. And I go buttons.
Button.
Buttons. Buttons. Buttons.
Button.
Buttons. Often.
But that was often. But that was the thing, like, at the music school. You would say things.
Right.
And it would be like button was one of the things. And it was never button, because when you're singing, you don't want to, if you're saying button in the song, you don't want to say button. It's got to be button, because it's one word.
Right.
So that's why I always say button. And I always think it's so cute when you go buttons.
Buttons. Oh
often.
My God. Often.
There's a T in often.
I know.
You know.
It's
often.
It's asleep when I say it. Oh, God.
That's why I say it, because there's a T there.
Oh, hi, Andrew. Andrew Cabate. Hello.
Oh, I love that last name, Cabate.
Yes. Oh, Linda's giving us more information. Linda Sobin says, thank you for the well wishes. All of us, 12 of them, wow, had the mildest symptoms ever. Thank you, God. Yes, thank you. No one had a fever. All of us lost our sense of smell for a bit. Anyone else had the virus. You lost smell? Did you, Linda, did you lose sense of taste?
Because that seems to be...
It seems to be what they say is a sign. If you're not showing real major symptoms, but you lose sense of taste. Did you lose taste, or was it just smell?
Soften.
Oh, you guys were lucky.
Soften.
Really. Oh, Brown T66 had the virus, but thank good I'm okay. Good. Wonderful.
That's good.
That is so good to hear.
Good to see recovery.
I know.
But you still have to be safe.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the studies that I've read, even though you have the antibodies, you could still get sick.
Yeah.
I have a client that's had it 3 times.
Yeah, they're saying that the antibodies only stay in the system for a couple of months, then disappear, and now multiple people are showing that they had it, and now they're getting it again. Linda says, yes, no taste. So no taste, no smell. Ooh, that was awful.
That's horrible.
Oh, gosh.
That sucks.
But thank God people are well. Unfortunately for the ones who are not, and you just don't know. People just don't know how the body is going to react. Some, no problem, and some within like hours. It's really sad. It's just sad.
Look
What
at
else?
this button. I never knew that this was here.
Are you playing it? Don't play with the buttons.
I know, I shouldn't.
The buttons.
I shouldn't touch
Now Joe
things.
Fontanello says. No, notice I said Fontanello. I did that T.
Fontanello.
I did that T real fast.
Fontanello.
I know, Fontanello. Some guy just interrupted the Yanks Red Sox game, angry about something. Maybe he needs cheesecake
Or a Cosmo.
or something.
Or a cruise.
Something. All of the above. All of the above. That's what I need. All of the above. What I'm reading from the comments is that generally most of the people in the chat here are saying, "Oh, that ain't gonna happen. Cancel it."
No.
Why get $500 in November only to cancel it?
Oh, I know.
Couple weeks
I
later.
agree,
Yeah.
but it's something that I want to continually discuss
Yes.
and
Yeah.
see, because if it's a matter of we'll get all of our money back, I may pay the $500 in November, just because we don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Oh, hi, Melissa Hayes. She just made it in.
Hey, Melissa.
Yeah, right. And you're right, Kelly. Kelly Deneen. The possible long-term effects of COVID are scary to think about, because those people that, thank God, recovered, so many of them have long-term damage to lungs and heart and just all sorts of things, circulatory and all that. It's so sad.
Circulatory.
Like
You said it good.
circulatory?
Because sometimes at our house we say circular.
No, that's because I'm kidding.
I know.
When I get my weekly circulars, I go, my circulars come today.
Circulars. That's so stupid.
We are. Okay. Cheryl Croft, woman who I work with remotely had it twice. I know, my God. Starlight UK, are you brothers? No, we are not. But that is a lot of people say. Are you ask the same question? Are you brothers? No, we are not brothers. We are husband and husband. We are married. You know what they say? You're married long enough, you begin to look alike.
The only thing I don't mind when people ask if we're brothers. The only thing I don't like is when they say, like, that one time we went out to eat.
You want to be the younger brother.
And we went out to eat that one time, and they said, "Oh, how nice that you brought your father out." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Did I look that bad?
You must have looked horrible that day.
Well, I could have had you when I was 17.
You could have.
Could have.
Because my mother was 15 when she
See?
had me,
So, yeah.
you were already.
I was already.
I mean, I don't know.
So, yeah. But no, we're married. We're a married couple.
Kelly Dean says you should cancel your February cruise. I'm even a little confused about our August group cruise.
Oh, don't be confused.
I don't think you should be confused
No, we're
about
not.
that.
We're very optimistic.
I am very
There
optimistic
are
about
so many vaccine trials already in phase 3, human testing, very close. It takes a while to get the distribution going.
So I have quite a few clients that are in the Pfizer. They're in stage 3 right now of the Pfizer test.
Right. So
and they're showing very good signs.
yeah. So we're very positive about our group cruise in August of 2021. So I just think it's a matter of, without a vaccine at this point, and having to prove you don't have it, but if you get tested on a Saturday and then you get your results, Again, the test was from that Saturday. How did we know you weren't infected that Wednesday and you're boarding that Saturday?
But they might have a rapid test.
They might by then. But again, so many things are up in the air.
So I'm going to say something again that I say differently than I think that you say.
Oh, what?
And that is Moya Lam asks, are you guys ever going to sail out of Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
I say Los Angeles.
I know, you say Los Angeles. I say Los Angeles. I say Illinois. He says Illinois. They're all correct. But no one has become bloody over it.
Right. I mean, it's like, whatever.
No one's like, I'll kill you.
And there is always the possibility of us sailing out of Los Angeles.
Oh, sure.
If we do, I would feel that it would be a Hawaiian cruise.
Right.
Because we've often talked about flying to Los Angeles.
Fly to LA, stay the night,
and board a ship that's going to go, it's like a 5-day to get to Hawaii, and then they do the islands and then 5 days back, because then we would have that 5 days to adjust to the time.
Yeah.
And I think you have a harder time.
It's harder for me to do cross country. The Seattle, New York to Seattle was just, a killer.
I see, and I don't have a problem going that way. I have a problem when we come home.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's where it catches up with me.
Oh, I don't. For some reason, I don't know. I think it's because the cruise is over and I'm on my way home and I just kind of don't care. But when we're on our way to a cruise, it's the unknown, it's the getting there, it's the beginning. There's so much to deal with that after it's over, cruise is done, filming done, port's done, we're on our way home, it's over. I feel more relaxed.
You don't care anymore. You're like,
whatever,
good.
done.
And then I'm like,
get me home.
This is me. I have to get home. I have to edit. I have to do
I want to get home. I want to see my babies, pick up those puppies, get them home. I want to be in my own bed. So I'm more relaxed. Brown, what about cruise in November? Again?
I am very concerned with November cruising.
And Kevin and I have been saying, we really don't think cruising is going to happen this year. Really don't. Really don't.
We don't agree.
Keep monitoring the cruise lines.
We agree on a lot of things, but a lot of things we disagree on.
Yeah.
This is one thing that we really agree on.
Right.
That we feel like cruising is not going to happen this year.
I just don't think it's going to.
I don't think it's
realistic.
realistic.
What's happening every day.
I do want to talk a little bit about what's happening with Virgin Voyages.
Good. I almost forgot about that.
I was going to say, I almost forgot about that. We pulled it at the last minute. It's an email that I got, and I forgot to share it with Frank. I handle all the Cruising with Wheels emails, and I got an email from our contact in Virgin Voyages, and we're kind of really excited because they announced their new itineraries for the Valiant Lady. And they actually have new stops. So it's not just Bimini, and it's not, So basically, in 2021, in the fall, the Valiant Lady is going to head to the Caribbean. And they have officially announced that they're going to be offering longer cruises, which is what we have said from the beginning. The reason we did not like Virgin Voyages as much as that they were only doing 4 and 5 day sailings, but now they've added 8-day sailings.
That's what I'm talking
about. Or 8-night sailings, 8-night sailings and 6-night sailings, as well as 2 brand new destinations in the Caribbean. That's another one, Caribbean.
Right.
And travelers can also take a 15-night transatlantic from Barcelona to Miami, as well as a return voyage to the Mediterranean for 14 nights. So
the
8-night Eastern Caribbean sailings start at $188 per night and sail round trip from Miami, calling on Puerto Plata, San Juan, St. Croix and the Beach Club at Bimini, which is their private island. The sixth night is a Western Caribbean sailing, and it goes round trip. Miami to Roatan, Costa Maya, and the Beach Club at Bimini, and the rates start around $192 per night. And travelers can also choose from special holiday sailings that they have and New Year's sailings, as well as book the ocean crossing, traveling to Barcelona and Miami with calls in Ibiza, Cadiz, and Funchal, F-U-N-C-H-A-L.
I'd have to say it.
F-U-N, fun. Funchal?
I have no idea.
Funchal. It sounds like some kind of
Fungus.
Canadian food. I don't know. And the rates start as low as $102 a night for the 15-night voyage.
Wow.
So that's why I was saying we really should look into that.
Yeah.
It would be really interesting
Yeah,
if we could fly. We were talking
right.
about that.
We were disappointed.
And then we could bring you Virgin Voyages,
I know.
right?
The whole 5-night and 4 and 5 night, it's not worth it for us because traveling in a wheelchair is very cumbersome. And when we do a cruise, you're flying to a port,
Right.
a wheelchair transferring on and off the planes into a hotel the night before. It gets to be a bit sometimes, and we want to make the most of the cruise. So we're looking at 7-8 days. We did 11-day.
We did an 11-day.
Southern Caribbean.
We did we do a 12-day? I think we did a 12-day once. I don't know.
So yeah,
I like the longer cruises.
Yeah, because to me it's worth it. The packing, the whole thing
Now,
for a couple of days, not worth it.
Now, before we started the live stream, and we were just I had set everything up. We were sitting here and we were chatting, and I think this is a conversation that's worth talking about a little bit because people have said that Virgin Voyages is too expensive.
Oh yeah, you were looking at prices.
And I was looking at the prices, and I felt like they were very competitive, and I just wanted to go through just very quickly. And again, our live stream is not sponsored by Virgin Voyages we're not sponsored by any cruise line.
Yeah.
But
we are sponsored by Frank and Kevin.
I felt like it is a value. The prices that they were giving.
You were telling me the
they were
prices,
good
and
prices.
I was like, yeah, that's
And
that's
then you
good.
look at what's included.
And you know how cheap I am.
So it's an adults only. That's by design. It's 18 plus. There are no kids, no kidding. But your inner child is highly encouraged to come along.
It will be there.
Did you know that Wi-Fi is included? All the food is included. So there's specialty restaurants, but you don't have to pay.
All food included.
And the big thing that I like is the tips are already included. Group workouts, which frankly I'm not working out.
The workout
at home.
I'm going to get is fork to mouth, fork to mouth.
And basic bevies, as they call it, is included. And what that is sparkling water, non-pressed juices, sodas, teas, and even drip coffee.
All free.
So, I felt like it was kind of a value. I mean, I was looking at things, it was like $1,300 a person, which is what we would be paying.
Right. So yeah, I think
on a brand new ship.
Right. I think they probably got a lot of feedback from people. Companies go with the flow.
Maybe we'll even look into Virgin Voyages for our next group cruise.
Yeah.
I mean, I never even looked at them.
Right.
Because I don't know. I never looked at them because I was like, well, we have cruisers that bring their kids.
Right.
So, I could have Mountain Dew all I want.
Oh, gosh.
I'd be flying high. So I just wanted to tell you guys that because that was really interesting I was very glad to see that they have extended how many days or nights they're going to be sailing and that they've added some new destinations because I kind of thought that their itineraries initially, sorry, Sir Richard Branson, were a little stale and short.
Right. It's like
the price.
Right. It's like, well, I can do that here and stay a little longer and have a longer cruise for a cheaper price.
Right. Well, I think that their thought process behind the 3, 4, and 5 days when they first started sailing was because they only had one ship, the Scarlet Lady, and it was get as many people,
Right.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
in and out, in, out, in, out, in, out, so that they could make the money to pay for
Sure. The next ship.
the next ship. But I'm really, really glad. So what else is going on? What else
I
is
know.
seeing?
What else is happening?
Valerie, Linda Sobin said, Valerie, what departure port? We have cruised out of Port Canaveral November, December, January, February, and March. We keep getting canceled and keep rebooking.
Now it's a trooper. Now there's a trooper.
Now, Port Canaveral is where we're supposed to be going from, right?
Orlando.
Out for the Mardi Gras.
Right.
And wasn't Port Canaveral the Valor? We were on the Valor because we stayed with Sean and Sue in Oviedo.
Yes, yes.
I really, really like Port Canaveral. I felt like
I don't even remember it.
it was literally the best embarkation process we've ever had when we cruised on the Valor. However, it was the worst disembarkation that we've ever had. Well, I shouldn't say that. It was Port Canaveral was a close second to our embarkation on the Jade. Because when we were on the Jade, the 11-day, they rolled out the red carpet for us when we had Dave and Darlene. Right. So we had the Haven experience. And then the worst disembarkation was really the Bliss when we had that whole incident. But I would say that that Port Canaveral was great for embarkation. We literally, he pulled up and I rolled you in and we got on the ship.
Oh, wow.
That's how quick it was.
Damn. And that was before we were doing the YouTube channel, so I don't have a diary, I don't have notes.
Right.
I have nothing to go back to.
I just remember how great it was.
To reread how the cruise was, because I don't remember any of it. Oh, Big Marilyn is in the house. Hello, Marilyn Silva. How you doing? Glad you're here. What else is happening? What's going on? We need to know.
Are you anywhere near the shooting?
Oh, at that house.
At the house party in Rochester. Kelly Deneen wants to know. Do you know where that is, Frank?
Unbelievable. Oh, I saw
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Street. So those are all the we have an area of our city where it's an older section of the city. And they're all
Illinois, Pennsylvania.
They're all named after states.
Right.
And actually, Sean and Sue used to live.
And there's areas that are named after flowers. Azalea, rose. Yeah, the flower section.
But that particular section is an up-and-coming section again.
Where
I want to say, I don't want to say it's gentrification, but I feel like it's being gentrified, that area.
Yeah.
And it's not far from us.
How would I get there?
Okay, so you would go from here.
Okay.
From here, you would go out, and you would go up Culver to Maine.
Okay.
So it's off Maine.
Okay.
It's or Winton.
Right, because the two the boy and the girl, the 18-year-olds that were killed, were just recent graduates of East High School. Right. So 14 shot, 2 dead.
Yeah, and it's not a bad. I don't consider it a bad neighborhood.
But it was a party that got out of hand.
It's not the best neighborhood, but it's one of those neighborhoods that's turning around.
It was a party who people invited friends, and then those friends invited their friends who apparently invited their friends. And once you get all of that, you've got all these people, you're hosting a party, you don't even know who these people are. And I don't know what happened, but...
So I would say that we're like a 15-minute drive from there, right?
Yeah,
Would you say about a 15-minute drive?
Yeah, I would say 15-minute drive, right.
So we're not,
right.
We're not going to get hit by
I want to say hi to Emma. Emma Cruises. Hello!
Emma!
How you doing?
Oh.
So yeah, that's yeah, not far from us, but there seems to have been a shooting. There's like a shooting like every night.
I know.
Every time you get up in the morning, it's like, now what?
I know.
And
It's very disparaging.
It is. It's discouraging, and it's just, honestly, I don't know. I think sometimes people are just like.
So Linda Sobin just asked a question, a very good question.
Okay.
Has anyone done an all-inclusive resort? We're looking at one in Mexico for October. And the reason why I say this is a good question, because Darlene and I were talking about this yesterday at the shop, because we were talking about what if cruising is canceled indefinitely, and what if we decide not to go here, but we can go to maybe an all-inclusive.
Right.
And her answer to me was, and it's going to be the answer I'm going to give Linda, because I don't know a lot about all-inclusives.
Okay.
She said that they would do an all-inclusive again.
Okay.
Just not in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
And so the thing that you need to look for when you're looking for an all-inclusive resort is the star rating.
Okay.
Except Dave and Darlene hosted the destination wedding at an all-inclusive, and I believe it was a 4 or a 4.5 star resort, and she said that it wasn't the greatest.
Really? 4.5 was not good.
Yeah.
For Mexico.
And it was in Mexico.
Okay.
So she said that they wouldn't do that. She said things that were upsetting to her, and there were multiple resorts that they could go to, that they went to. She said things that were upset her, not upset, like crying, but I know we're talking about Darlene here.
She cries a lot.
But things like you can't flush the toilet paper, you have to throw it in the trash can.
Oh, hell no.
You can't.
No.
She's like, no. You can't drink the water, because it's Mexico. But, and there were other things.
Hold on.
There are other things. Maybe we'll do a video. I'll have her do a video on it.
Okay, tell us what happened.
We have been talking about possibly doing a resort, an all-inclusive. Weren't we talking about that?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you not tell me that, this is another thing we didn't put on the list for should we cancel February or not, is that Dave and Darlene did cancel February.
No, they haven't canceled yet.
Oh, what did they cancel? You said they canceled.
They were going to cancel this. She says we're canceling. But now they're like, oh, you still might go?
Oh, okay. All right.
So they said that they were going to cancel, but then they went, but now she's backtracking.
Okay. Oh, I can't keep up with you,
know,
Darlene. Darlene, I can't keep up.
It's exhausting.
I know. I am not going anywhere where you wipe your butt and then toss it in a basket.
Now look, Rob says the Hyatt Cabo San Lucas is a 5-star resort. The Hyatt brand is exceptional with food quality, room quality, and activities and high standards. So that's my whole thing. If I was going to do a resort, an all-inclusive, it has to be a 5-star.
Right.
Because I have heard from a number of my clients that do all-inclusives that that 1 star makes the big difference.
Wow. And Cheryl Croft, yes, we were talking about a group all-inclusive.
Yeah, I want to look
resort.
into that.
Absolutely. Group, I don't want to say group non-cruise.
It could be a group land cruise.
Yes, group land cruise. Yeah. I'm sure there's water stuff to do.
Oh yeah.
So
usually they have toys you can use.
Yeah.
In the water, like I know at the resort they were at, there was like kayaks you could take out. There were those board things you could stand on.
Oh, okay.
You
like
could
jet
do
skis,
scuba. Wow.
No.
See now, jet skis they have, but you have to rent them.
Oh well, I'm just saying.
But it's
available.
It's like a shore excursion.
Yeah.
You're going on, and there's certain things that are free and certain things you got to pay for. So I was gonna look into that. I thought that would be an interesting concept for a for Cruising with Wheels,
Wheels
to
non-cruise.
do a non-cruise.
Right, Cruising with Wheels, non-cruise. Oh, gosh.
Yes, I heard Emma went to Greece.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which was great, but not being able to put toilet paper in the toilet, not ideal.
I just can't happen.
I can't. It's a concept I cannot.
No.
I just can't.
No.
I can't get past.
Imagine getting there. You can't fall. I'd be like, okay, let's go back to the airport. Let's book the flight home.
So one of the things that that I had thought that if we do an all-inclusive group, I don't even know what to call it. A
Group
cruise. A group non-cruise.
Group non-cruise.
That I would involve Jamie, because Jamie works in the hotel industry, and he can kind of help steer me into the right direction and see what to look for. I kind of know what to look for, but I want his opinion because he's kind of like me. We're very picky. What's Valerie say up there? Are there any good all-inclusives in the United States?
In case we can't leave.
I don't think we have any all-inclusives, do we? We've got to.
Yeah, we must.
I don't know. There ain't no place in the United States I want to go to. I wanted to go on that Mississippi River cruise.
Oh, yeah. Well, pony up the money on that one.
Emma's been on the river cruises. I forget which cruise she's been on.
Which one, Emma? Which one were you on? River
it was
cruise?
a green. I remember green carpet.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. I remember green. I don't know why.
And of course, Jamie's like, "Oh hell yeah, we're up for a group all-inclusive resort holiday." You're always up for a holiday.
Yeah, I would have to get a little bit more creative, I think, with activities.
Yeah. Now, Ziara wants to do Vegas.
Oh hell yeah, baby! Who's up for Vegas?
I know. Yeah.
I'll do Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
What are we watching? We're watching on Logo.
Oh yeah, RuPaul Drag Race.
Our friend Rue.
Yes, the Vegas episodes where they're doing the shows.
And Vanjie.
Yes.
Our little Vanjie. Jose. Stephanie Dayton says the U.S. Virgin Islands have all-inclusive resorts. Emma, here it is. Okay. Emma, yes, I took 2 Europe river cruises. One was Emerald Waterways.
Emerald.
That's what I was thinking of.
The green, the green
one.
one
Was Saga.
Amazing. Well, that's good to know.
The Mississippi cruises look so good. I'd love to do those. We were just talking about it on our last live stream.
I'm looking at it, but
it's like $8,000.
Like,
so
he goes, "Oh, this is great." I go, "Really?" And then he goes, "Yeah. Do you have $8,000?" And I went, "What?"
Well, at first when I look at it, I thought it was like $4,000, so $2,000 a person.
Right, but it wasn't. 4 plus 4. Oh boy. Wow.
Ooh, Fergie would go with us to Vegas.
Yeah. Everyone's like, "Yeah, Vegas, baby." Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Sherry Blair wants to do a Columbia River cruise in the Northwest U.S. That sounds interesting, too.
Yeah, it does. We have to have interesting things here at home.
Nettie and Marla want to do Vegas. See, we could do Vegas. That's a long flight for us, too, though. But I would get through it.
I went to Vegas once.
I think we have nonstop flights now to Vegas.
Really? Well, I went to Vegas back in the late 70s. I went on a buying trip. Because I worked for a department store. And I went with my boss. We flew to Vegas. It was Rochester to Chicago.
Oh, is that guy with the hats?
No.
The bridal guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the Sibleys. So we did the Rochester. We did a layover in Chicago. And then we did Chicago to Vegas. Now, we had just finished dinner, right? We're on our way, Chicago to Vegas. Just finished dinner. Now, again, this is in the late 70s. People were up, milling around the aisles. I think I'll get in line to go to the bathroom. So, how you doing? Yeah, everyone, back in the 70s, right? When all of a sudden, the plane drops. And I mean, and I was still sitting in my seat. I think Steve and I were still in our seats. And the plane dropped massively. And people started falling over. The stewardess, at the time stewardesses, but flight attendants, were screaming. Nothing worse than hearing the flight attendants screaming at everyone, get on the floor, because it was dropping and people were just kind of flying. You never saw Steve and I buckle our belts so fast. We had just finished dinner, so you know what happened shortly after. Everybody was puking. And thankfully the pilot had control of the plane, but it was awful. And not only that, but I was sick with a cold. And it got progressively worse once we got to Vegas. And
You're
we were
always sick
and
when
we
you
were
travel.
I know, and we were in these meetings and dinners with all the vendors. You know, we were being wined and dined, and we were buyers from, Sibley's department store, wined and dined. And I was so sick that I remember during dinner, I got up to excuse myself to go to the men's room. I barely made it to the stall. Well, I almost passed out. That's how sick I was. And, Steve was bebopping around the hotel room, and I'm in the bed going, oh, dear God, someone shoot me.
Because you're what we call delegate.
Yeah, it was awful.
So Emma
sick.
wanted to know how often we do live streams, because this is actually the first time that she's been on live stream.
I know, Emma.
And
seen you.
we feel horrible because we haven't reached out to Emma in a long, 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 long time. Or Ben. We haven't seen Ben or David in a long time either. But we started to do, we generally were doing live streaming the first Sunday of every month.
Right, and then
we were posting videos.
Right.
When were we doing? Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Right, and
But we decided for the summer
schedule. I said, Kevin,
COVID summer
right.
schedule.
I said we need to go on a summer schedule. You went back to work.
Yep, I'm a hairdresser.
And so I said,
have a hair
listen,
salon, very hard.
Yeah, and I said it's really going to be difficult for us to film, and for you to have the time to do all the editing. I mean, I can come up with a list of the ideas and the schedule, but we have to film it, and then you have to edit it. And I said, you are not going to have the time or the energy. Let's do a summer schedule. We will live stream every other Sunday, and the other Sunday we'll put out a video. So we'll do live stream, then a video, then we couldn't even
We
do
can't even get the every other week video
we
done.
couldn't even do. I said another week's gone by, and people are messaging us. Did I miss a video? And I'm like, no, we didn't do a video. It's just there's so much going on with Kevin being back at work, and you all know my 90-year-old mother moved in with us, so we got Mom here at home, and it's a lot.
And then we have a lot of shortages going on in our area.
Yes.
So, like today,
Jesus.
I went out to get our regular groceries, and we're talking an onion. I couldn't get an onion.
For love or money, he couldn't find an onion at any store he went to.
And so I did shopping real early. I got what I could at our normal grocery store, and then I started the truck.
Right, he comes
I had
home.
like 5 things.
Now I, you know me, I type up a shopping list. So when he goes to Wegmans, which is our favorite store here, he gets, it's by category, and it says how much the item is, how many I want, a description of the item,
how much it weighs, how much it costs,
and what
aisle it's in.
Right.
So it's very easy for me.
Right. It's like he had to go. My mother needed more shower-to-shower powder for her bath, so it's $3.49.
4B.
One shower-to-shower, pink, regular, fresh, in aisle 4B. He knows exactly. So he comes home. Every Sunday he's coming home. All right, let me tell you what I didn't get. And I'm like, what? And he's like, circling, going, no. I'm like, you got to be kidding. I'm like, what the heck? What are we, some third world country now? We got food shortages.
I know.
And I can't get onions.
Crazy.
I can't get powder. I can't get. They're like, no, they're out of this. They didn't have this. empty, aisles, empty, aisles, empty. It's like, come on.
So that's been a struggle.
Yes.
So, and I get it. Emma does one video a week
right.
and one live stream.
Yeah.
It's just, the struggle is real.
It is. Well, you're busy. And because, you now have to function, you have to wear the mask and the shield, and you can only do one customer at a time, and the constant cleaning and sanitizing in between customers, and the shop every hour on the hour has to be sanitized. By the time you get home, he's like this.
I know. I sit down and fall asleep.
It's like, oh, okay, lucky you made it through dinner.
I think it's breathing.
Yeah, it's just
all the time in the mask.
You're used to being, okay, I'm going to put your color on, you're processing, okay, I'm going to cut your hair, and come back, go. I said, now you can't do that multiple.
I'm used to like 3 or 4 people at a time. Boom, 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 boom.
So you can't do that now. Now it's thank you, goodbye, okay, you can come in now, and then that's, and then you got to sanitize before they, you get them in. It's such a long, drawn-out, exhausting process. So, yeah.
And sign them in and
right.
get their phone numbers. And
so even if I said, oh, I did a video.
Yeah, it would be.
I'd be like, can you edit it? You'd be like,
are you kidding me? And I teach you, but it's kind of a complicated process.
You know me, I'm going to touch something and break it. I can come up with the ideas for the videos, do the video scheduling, do the research, set it all up, and say, okay, this is what we're going to do and when we're going to do it, and this is the script, and this is what I think we should talk about. But all the computer stuff and the editing and the graphics, it is you. I can't do that.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm deficient.
That's okay. See, Emma says, I think this year anything we can do as creators is an achievement. You don't need to compare ourselves to pre-2020.
I know. And I was looking at, every Sunday.
2020 sucks.
I know, jeez.
I just want it over
I don't want to
with.
say could it get worse, but I know it's going to. But, every Sunday I do our social media accounts where I go in and I check YouTube subscribers, our view count, our Twitter, our Instagram, Facebook, likes, followers. I do all the social media stuff. I keep track of it every Sunday, once a week. We're still maintaining like 3,500, 3,600 views on our videos every week. So I know people are out there, and I know everyone, like all you people here, everybody wants to get back to cruising. We all do. People are still looking at everybody's, cruise channels because we're all dying to get going again.
I know.
So yeah, it's good that we're still at least being watched. Though I'm sad that we're not producing new videos. But what do you do? I mean, that was the topic of one of our videos, which was, what does a cruising channel do when you can't cruise? Right? We all talked about that.
We kind of move into a lifestyle channel.
Right,
which we kind of had anyways. And now everybody is going to email us, right?
Yep.
Everybody's going to email us at cruisingwithwheels@rochester.r.com.
Right.
Their favorite recipe that they have so that we can feature a few new recipes on Frank's Cooking Corner, which is a segment we haven't done in a while.
Right.
And I promised I was going to do some of my favorite recipes, so I will be a special guest. And maybe we can get Mom in on it.
Oh my God.
A little bit, but she's not.
Mom,
she's not a good cook.
Well, I want to tell you that my mother finally got her hearing aids, so that's good. She got her hearing aids. She's still trying to adjust to getting them in the morning after taking them out at night. But she took a tumble yesterday. She fell going up the stairs to the bedroom, and she didn't fall on the stairs. She got up the stairs, and then her sneaker kind of stubbed the hardwood, and she fell.
Stop pushing the table, please.
I get, and all I could tell her was, you're gonna have to do
she's black and blue.
Yeah, she's got black and blue under her eye and her knee. But you're gonna have to I said, you have to do what Kevin has taught me to do. If I fall for any reason, this is how you try to get yourself up as best you can. And that's what she had to do when she was, I fell. I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, and she keeps telling me, I want to go outside and take a walk. I'm used to walking. And I'm like, I can't come with you. I can't be with you. And I don't want you outside walking the neighborhood alone. If you fall, oh my God, well, what could I can't help you. You're 90. You fall and break a hip, it's over. I keep telling her that.
They're talking about things we could do in Vegas.
Oh, what are we going to do when we go?
Activities. This could work even for a wig day.
Oh,
A day where we all wear wigs.
What, in hot Vegas weather?
Peter has 14 wigs.
Who? What?
It says, that's what it says. Peter has 14 wigs.
Oh, wow.
And you know, Lowell never told us if it's Lowell.
I know. I need to know.
It's not fair. Maybe I missed it.
Did we miss it? Were we not paying
It could
attention?
be Lowell.
I feel uninformed.
Polo.
I know. Marco.
Polo. Sono Marco Polo.
Yeah.
I love that commercial.
I know that is so funny.
I love it.
Cheryl, bar crawl through Vegas. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
A whole group staggering down the sidewalk to the next bars.
Uh-huh. We would have a blast. While Marla was on we had such a good time. I can't even remember who was on the bar crawl in the group.
A lot of people. Yeah, they were all getting blitzed by the time we showed up.
Right?
It's
She spells it just the way.
okay.
So is it Lowell? Is it pronounced
Is it
Low?
Is it Lowell or Lowell? Lowell like Noel?
Or Lowell like bowl?
Everyone wants to know. Inquiring
minds want to know. See, everybody's in for Vegas.
I know. You are saying it right. But which one? Bo. I want the answer to be Bo or Noel. Noel. Which one?
We could help each other out, right?
Link arms, staggering down the sidewalk to the next bar. Oh my! You know how many? Cheryl.
I say we all get scooters.
Cheryl, do you know how many people we would lose along the way? It's like herding cats.
Oh no! See, if we're in Vegas, you would lose me inside of the first casino.
I know. I'd be all of a sudden I would be rolling on my own, going, "What's happening? Where's Kevin?" We would have lost him at the casino.
It's Noel with an L. Lowell, like I was saying.
Lowell. Okay. All right. I need to know this. I won't sleep if I don't know this. Don't want me awake all night. Vegas casinos. Wherever people congregate. Here in Rochester, what they say, churches. The cases are coming out of the churches. And schools and churches. Yeah.
So one of my clients who's a teacher, I'm not going to say the school district, and I'm not going to say who it is, just because I don't know if it's been reported in the news yet, but there were 15 cases Friday in her classroom.
Oh, gosh.
So it's kind of scary.
Yeah. Bearded Prince, hello, Bearded Prince. Ricky W, hello, Ricky. Oh, what are you reading? I can't see.
Well, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it got stopped, but Bearded Prince wanted to know how we get our head so smooth.
Hairdresser?
As I'm now balding.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, our heads are not smooth.
Oh, yeah. Now, Kevin.
Well, they kind of are.
Kevin just gave me a haircut yesterday.
So I use.
Before he tried to drown me in the bathtub.
So I just use clippers or edgers. I do not use a razor because it itches when it comes in.
Yeah, it does.
So I just use, if you get a really good edger, you could go to Sally's for maybe 50, 60 bucks. And they're electric. You plug them in. And you
Right,
just,
and we have the clippers at home.
just be careful with your eyebrows.
So I said, I think I need a haircut. Or he'll go, you're spiking. And I'm like, oh, I need a haircut then. So I was like, So, oh boy. Oh, Marilyn, that is so sorry to hear that. Ex's brother passed away from COVID. That's sad. Employees, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere people are. We're exploding in the U.S.
Yeah.
Ricky, I love that name.
Supper Girl.
Supper Girl Leo said, "Hey Ricky, oh Ricky, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Ricky, hey Ricky."
You love saying that.
I do.
Are you planning on new designs for T-shirts, mugs, or totes? Liz J wants to know.
I am.
Yes.
I am. Currently, I'm working on masks. It's proving to be a little tricky because everything that I wanted to do either doesn't fit or doesn't look right or Teespring won't approve.
Right.
Because it's all on how. So we have to design it,
Right.
and then we send it for the approval process, and I think it's automated because a lot of like this shirt,
Right.
my Travel Safe Cruise Often shirt that I designed and did, they kicked back and said it wasn't approved. So then I had to email them and wait for them to email me back and explain to them why it was okay to have this.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, what's wrong with it?
Yeah. Hi to Twin Nana. Good afternoon.
Ricky said, not that song.
Oh, now he's going to have it in his head. Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm going to put a cat on her Teespring
We could put the
mask.
puppies. We could put the puppies.
We could put the puppies.
on the mask. A CC mask and a Delilah mask.
Yeah.
Oh.
So my mask, I have a black mask that a client made, and it's got little crayons all over it because I color hair.
And mine has hearts on it.
And it has little hearts.
Little hearts. Oh, yeah, down Pomodoro. One is a free parking. You remember that? Oh, God. I know. That would be great for T-shirts. And it's got to be a picture of the guy holding whatever he was holding, screaming out of his mouth in a balloon thing going, free parking. It was like, what is wrong with this guy? Go away. What a nut. Oh, my God.
Well, it is.
Okay. Oh, gosh, it's almost 5.
4:52. It's almost 5 p.m.
Almost
here.
2 hours.
And that means that the puppies have to go out.
Puppies!
To go potty. But we'll just run down a few things before we go, which is today's live stream was sponsored by Frank's Pushes Back. That is a segment that Frank does and on the channel Cruising with Wheels. And we have a t-shirt that he is wearing today, and that's what we're featuring on our Teespring store. This is what it looks like.
Well, remember that whatever item you look at, whether it's a pullover hoodie, a tank top, a crew neck, V-neck, mug, or whatever, they all come in multiple colors. So just click on the item you want and you will see a list of the color choices available to you.
Remember that you can always email us with your questions, comments, ideas for new videos. But we also, I was going to say that we've challenged you on this live stream to send us your favorite recipe. And if we choose your favorite recipe to be featured in a Frank's Cooking Corner, you will receive a t-shirt, mug, or tote of your choice, or mask if they're up by then, from our Teespring store. And we also feature super cruisers, so you can email those to us as well.
That's
it's a picture of you and anybody else that's with you on your cruise. So just include the name of the ship and the people that are cruising with you.
First names of the people in the picture with you. Send us your cruising memories.
Oops. Why do I always push the wrong button?
I don't know. You got this newfangled
I know,
iPad
that's
here,
why.
and you're still like, ugh.
Ugh.
So,
So, yes, and I'm going to say thank you to Best Buy for having this on sale because we had to buy it. But I got my new iPad.
like, thanks, but no thanks. Best Buy,
Well,
we had to pay for it.
this is way better than this because
I
I
know.
was doing it for my iPhone. So,
Oh gosh.
oh, I think oh no, we're not muted, but I pushed the mute button someplace.
Oh, thank you, Valerie, and everybody here in the room for spending the day with us. And so we're going to be signing off. And you know, you have the trolls that come in and have to be as vile and disgusting as they are.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're not going to bring anybody down because everybody knows who and what you are. And we're just going to keep our heads high.
That's right.
And when you go low, we go high.
That's right.
So we're going to say goodbye and going to miss all of you till we're back in 2 weeks. So,
all right. So everybody, you take care, and we will chat.